to our Airstream. Come on in. We bought this Airstream kind of by accident. We had met some friends who I designed their RV renovation for them, and they said, well, we've got this Airstream now that we need to get rid of to go into full-time RV life. And I said, oh, you have an Airstream? I presented the idea to Stuart. He said, absolutely no way are we living in an Airstream, and no way do I want to do that. But here we are.
And as you can tell, I lost. But also won, now looking back.
This Airstream is a 2001 Safari edition. This Airstream did not have any bunks. It did not have a kitchen like this. It didn't have any of this space. It was a complete shell when we got it.
We're going to share this tour a little bit different than most tours. I'm going to include some video and some photos of what this thing looked like as we were working on it. So you're going to be able to see the bones of it and actually really see the step-by-step kind of...
the work that I put into it.
Exactly. I don't know if I have any pictures of you around a pool or not. If we do, I'll put those in as well.
A lot of RVs are divided into certain spaces. You have like the master bedroom, the bunk area, and the living space. But we knew, since this was such a small space, we needed to have it more open because of 4 people living in a 25-foot Airstream. This is why we ended up with this bed system that we built. This is our couch, our hangout, and also all of the storage for our clothes are underneath here. We also have built-in storage on that side. The bed lifts up and allows for storage underneath. And that also has our solar batteries, our what is it? What does that say?
What she's trying to say is lithium batteries,
Yeah.
Victron inverter, and everything that goes along
That's
with
it.
a solar system.
We also have a Dometic fridge freezer, so we have a lot of freezer capacity, as well as like we can transition it, and sometimes half of it's a fridge and sometimes the whole thing's a freezer. It just depends on what we have, in addition to the drawers, which I'll show you later. This space here converts as well. It can be a table for 2. It's actually 3, because often like someone will sit here on the bed and have this space on the table. And this folds down, which allows for more open space. So if we are needing more floor space inside, like maybe it's raining or something like that, we can have this extra space here, and we can really seat several people in this conversation area. We don't have a propane furnace or ductwork anywhere in this RV. Instead, we use an electric fireplace, and also there are heat pumps in the air conditioning units, and that has been sufficient enough to keep us cool. And we've been in places where it snowed. We also have extra book storage here and a little bit of kids' toys, as well as a pull-out pantry. You might notice, like, wow, that's a really big kitchen for such a small Airstream, but I cook a lot. We try not to eat out very often. This is what I wanted. I wanted a lot of counter space, a big sink to wash my pots and pans in, and a 2-burner stove. In my design concept, I wanted to make sure that everything felt really open, so we could have put cabinets in here, but it would have closed things off. Those cabinets typically come all the way up to here, and that would have closed all of this space off. Now it's open, which allows light to flow and allows a more open and airy feeling in here, and we don't feel closed in at all. So we continued these shelves all along this side of the Airstream, and then we have a residential faucet that we really like. It has a sprayer handle, and our Activa water filter that we use for drinking water, and we even use it in Mexico with no issues. This fridge wasn't the original plan. We wanted to have a really cool vintage looking fridge, but when it came, it was much bigger than they had advertised on the manufacturer's website, which would have made it jut out to about here, eliminating our walking space. And because we still have a wheel well underneath here, we needed to come up with a solution. So this is what we came up with. It's a refrigerator drawer system. And then I also was able to put my oven on top of there. I love this compared to a propane oven because it cooks much more evenly.
The one thing I'm going to step in and add, we are actually going to be changing this up a little bit, which we'll do an update at then. We're going to be moving this down below and then a storage cabinet here so we can have one continuous counter all the way across.
We also added this espresso bar because to us, espresso is life. And so you might think it's ridiculous to dedicate basically a third of our space to this espresso machine, but we were building it out to our needs, so this is what we did. To maximize our storage space here, we went ahead and put in these pull-out drawers for all of our pots and pans, and then this one is our pantry that really maximizes all of our storage there. We have 2 kids, and these are their bunks. So Audrey, our 9-year-old, she sleeps down here, and Maverick, he is 4, he's up here. These are full twin bunks, which was important to us because they have room to grow in here. There's also book storage, and then all of their clothing storage is underneath here. In addition to that, they have this closet. That's where they have school books, and then this shelf of this basket that's also full of books. Homeschool life. They have a bench back here with storage built into it as well. Our bathroom is quite large for the size of the Airstream. We did have to deal with, again, wheel wells. So we laid it out: shower, sink, toilet. We built these countertops. They're epoxy, the same material that our kitchen countertops are made out of. I like to have a nice pedestal sink that's deep so that, you know, we can get in there and wash our hands. And then our shower is, again, that epoxy material, and we have a seat in there, an oxygenic shower head, which we absolutely love. Also, something I don't love is the composting toilet.
What don't you like about the composting toilet?
Sometimes we have ventilation issues with the composting toilet, or, you know, sometimes the kids make a mess in it. It's just, it's a thing. It's just a thing. So I'm about 5 feet tall. I am wearing a little bit of a lift today, but this is how big this shower is for me. And this handle comes off. Oh, that's great. This handle comes off, and I might have too many things here, but it's okay. When you live in an RV, you let go of a lot of things. So if I've got a couple of shampoo bottles, so be it. This seat is actually super convenient. It would have been, you know, underneath here is our tankless hot water heater that I'd rather have this space dedicated to that than not have one at all. That's it for the bathroom. You might think that I'm like crazy for having all of these plants in such a small space, but I just think it brings so much life to your space. And we got this planter that just stays on the wall. We don't have to move these or anything when we travel. So this is awesome. It also keeps them lighted consistently, and we don't have to worry about them not getting enough sun. And this thing I just love. We could have put in a cabinet or something else here, but I just love what this adds to our space. Up here we have a projector, and that's kind of our answer to not having a TV. We didn't want to dedicate any space to a TV because honestly, we don't want to make TV such a thing in our lives. So we have to be very intentional when it's TV time or we want to watch a movie. Usually that's on a rainy day. We put up the projector. There's some hooks on the ceiling, and that's just how we do it.
So this renovation took us roughly 3 months to complete. That was with me working, anywhere from like 8 to 10 hours a day.
12 to 13.
Depending on the day. Sometimes, yeah, it stretched out pretty bad. But this was a frame up renovation. Axles, tires, and the frame from the wheels back is brand new. It was an undertaking, to say the least.
But we are so happy we did this. We love this space so much, even more than our previous 40-foot travel trailer. This space is just truly customized to our life and our needs.
Yeah, we wanted something that we were going to be able to travel and travel quickly with as we, have taken this to Baja, Mexico, out west. We have put 20,000 miles on this rig already in 10 months. So guys, thanks for taking your time to, check out our Airstream and see how it turned out. Till next time, guys, keep dreaming.
You have unexpected problems. They have unexpected, solutions. And that, here, let me kind of tell you. Oh, whoops. I appeared to slip and fall into the pool. So this is the epitome of getting dealt lemons and making lemonade. Might as well use this time to play with these two little crazy kids. That's how I'm going to finish out my day.